Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. We're here with Carter Nordman, the state director for Students for Trump, also the campaign manager for Ralph Watts out of the 19th District. That's Adel and environs south of Adel in Dallas County. And I was asking Carter about his interest in politics and how familiar he was with Donald Trump before he had announced. I mean, were you following this in 2012 when he kind of teased it?
Not so much his political aspirations in 2012. I just had always been a fan of Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Most of us, knew him from The Apprentice and his fame. I've always just been very intrigued into him. And when he did announce this year, when I listened to that speech, I went over the speech multiple times, and I said, this is the only person I'm going to support for the Republican nomination.
Now, you from Adel?
Yes.
Okay. And do you go to ADM High School out there?
I do.
Okay. That's getting west of Des Moines. I grew up in Lamar, so the far northwest Iowa, Steve King country. Mm-hmm. Although I had moved out before Steve King got elected, so I don't get to any of the blame for that guy. But Adel and moving points north, that feels to me a little bit more like Ted Cruz country. Was there a lot of Ted Cruz folks?
If I remember correctly, Ted Cruz did win our caucus. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So. What was it about Donald Trump as opposed to a guy like Ted Cruz or maybe even a Marco Rubio that kind of won your support immediately? Because I think Ted Cruz announced first.
I believe Ted Cruz did announce first. Before Donald Trump had announced, I had looked into Ted Cruz. Obviously, He was the only option at the time. But like most people, we didn't want another elitist. And the people who've been in Washington or have been in government for all this time, we want someone new. We want someone with new idea, fresh ideas, and who will get things done. See, and I always appreciate that coming from any supporter of any politician that's got a little bit of money, and especially from Donald Trump, how a New York billionaire isn't an elitist. I love it. No, I love it because
that's not a political elitist.
That tag gets hung on Hillary Clinton all the time. That she is an elitist. She's this New York millionaire who's an elitist, but Donald Trump apparently isn't.
Well, I think when you spend 40-some years in Washington, D.C., that makes you a Washington elitist.
Oh, I see. So it's the amount of time. So Chuck Grassley is a Washington elitist.
Well, I would say you did. I think he does, or he is, but he does a much better job than what Hillary Clinton has done. I mean, look around the world. I mean, Hillary Clinton's policies have led to disastrous things around the world and within our country, too.
Okay. We can talk about some of those a little bit later. She hasn't held up a Supreme Court justice nomination for
because Chuck Grassley's doing his job. Chuck Grassley's doing his job. That's what he's doing.
He's doing his job by not doing his job.
Well, it's his job to make sure everything's funded.
Is his job. So let's get back to your support for Trump. So you're with Trump from day one. Now, did you get involved in the campaign immediately, or actually, let's skip that. Tell me about Students for Trump. What do you guys do?
Well, Students for Trump is a national organization. We've been around just shortly before the Iowa caucus, and that's when I learned about it. I became the state director. A lot of things have moved inside Students for Trump, and right now we are focused on getting students out to vote or getting those absentee ballots to them so they do vote for Trump. And, we have thousands and thousands of members. We are the largest student-led organization for a candidate, I believe, in history. So, we were bigger than Bernie Sanders. Yes, Bernie Sanders had a lot of college kids supporting him, but they did not have an organization to back that up. We do. And, you go to our website, you can look at everything. If you're a student, you can definitely sign up, start a chapter.
What is that website?
Studentsfortrump.com, the number 4.
All right. Good deal. Put that up there, Matt, if you can. Now, there's a couple of things you stepped on Lefty because you get him all because anybody that soils Hillary's skirt, he gets really mad about because this girl walks on water for him.
I can't remember the last time Hillary wore a skirt, but go on.
Well, it's a pantsuit. She rocks that pretty well, and you got to admit, Captain Kangaroo wore that pantsuit a little bit better than she did that one time.
I admit nothing.
Yes, so. I want to talk to you about what you think, and this isn't what the Trump campaign thinks. This isn't what Students for Trump thinks. Nothing official. What do you think? Because Hillary got sick this weekend, which, honest to goodness, that could be an issue. But suddenly we're seeing all these, Hillary Clinton body doubles out there. I'm sure you've seen that on Facebook. Do you think she's got a body double running around out there?
I never like to be a conspiracy theorist, but
Oh, son, you're on the wrong show then, because this is all about conspiracy theory on here.
but what I will say is, if she says she has pneumonia, if she does, I hope she gets better. But her campaign has been known for not telling the truth. They lie. I mean, there is nothing transparent about the Clinton campaign whatsoever. So, when she says they have pneumonia, there's always something in the back of their mind. Are they lying? Always. They don't have anything
Only if you
truthful.
assume that Hillary Clinton is lying, though, and that's the whole point.
But she does lie.
Okay.
She does lie.
That's Blake's. I'm going to be nice because we have a good guest on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks.
And then so you don't really think that she has a body double or anything like that. So
Well, I mean, I would never put it past them, but
All right.
I'm not going to say. I'm
but
not
you're not
gonna,
going
no,
to
no.
All right. The other thing is I saw this article from a website that I can't name because we don't have permission to name them. But anyway, I think they had the best article of this entire Hillary pneumonia thing ever. And that is, virus retreats from Hillary Clinton when it stops to think about what Hillary and the Clintons do, right? Talking about, the people they know and all that other stuff and all the dead bodies in the background. I didn't say that right. That was terrible.
No.
That was absolutely terrible. That was on me. So you're 18 years old. You first campaigned for Grassley, which I did too. That wasn't my first campaign, but I did a lot way back when I was a kid. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what, now I know Ralph. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about what it's like being on his campaign? Now, are you the campaign director there?
Manager, correct.
Manager?
Yep.
All right.
Ralph is the nicest guy you'd ever meet. And there's been a lot of slander within this election with his opponent.
That I did not know. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
we like slander.
He associates himself with a group of people, Legalize Iowa, and they have been constantly attacking on Facebook, and which Ralph is always open to new ideas and listening to the people who he represents, and they've just been going at it the wrong way. And but it has been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot, and hopefully this coming session inside the Iowa legislature, I'll be able to clerk for him when he wins in November.
All right, that sounds great. We're coming up on another break. We're with Carter Nordman. He is president of Students for Trump. Is that
Director,
correct?
yeah.
Director and a campaign director for Ralph Watts, who is a representative out in Adel. We want to thank him for coming on. We're going to continue our conversation with him after this break. Lefty is getting geared up to grind poor Carter down. So keep in mind, this guy's just a kid. He's just a teenager, Blake. You're going to have to take it easy on him. We'll be back right after this break. Without you, we